a drug dealer. That's the kind of person he is. I honestly don't have a person that you're dating. Anyway, even if I don't tell you, you will see it from my phone. I will tell you that you're just acting stupid. That girl did a lot. She did a lot. Like, it's all love. I love her. I love everybody. You must be a bad bitch. I'm like, it's fine, you know. I'm not a bad bitch. You never like be with somebody or someone you time with someone that makes you feel less than. It doesn't make you feel like a bad bitch. This advice to you. If anybody just show any nonsense near your side, tell the person. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to be styling Joanne's hair while we read Am I the Asshole stories and say what we think about it. So I'm going to start fixing her hair while she reads out the story for us, and we share our opinions on them.
Baby, say I don't want nobody,
Okay, now this story is very I might not find interesting, but personally it's something that I also have an issue with. So the person said, am I just an asshole? I hate texting. I've said this my whole life, ever since cell phones came out. I hate it because people expect a response right away. I love when my friends are like me, when it takes days or weeks to respond to regular conversations. Obviously, if it's something like plans, it is acceptable to expect a response right away. But anyway, most of my friends are not like that. They get mad and upset that I don't reply in the same day. But I just don't understand that I hate being on my phone. I'm drained because of my job. I don't feel like responding. I'm sorry. Could be a week before I text back about you telling me you went on a trip. I do care. I just don't have the energy to respond right away. Am I just an asshole? Personally, I feel like, well, he made an example. He said that he can take a week. It could be a week before he texts back about you telling him that you went on a trip. Now, I feel like he put this example so he can justify the fact that what you're telling him is not that important, doesn't require like an immediate response. You get? Yeah. So that's why he put that example. You should find friends that are not that kind of. You should find friends that are like you. Personally, I feel like if I text you, you should respond, especially if you are like online. Like if I text you, I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? How are you? And like I come and I see you like online, like you're active now on Instagram. There's a green button, and I see you liking posts. I see you commenting posts. Like if you are liking posts, you are posting. We are posting, you are commenting, and you're not replying your message. It's like, why are you doing that? But what I personally feel is that people only respond to who they want to respond to. Yeah. Sorry, like even if you are busy with work, I mean, why is it taking you 7 business days to respond? Let me not lie to you. I don't even think that it is the fact that he's busy. I feel like it's the way he's saying this story. The way he's saying he's definitely justifying. He does not need to apologize. Yes. You ought to know that he's busy and can't reply your messages and all that stuff. When he's like, it's not that deep. Like if you don't reply somebody's message for 1 week, it's fine if you come back and be like, sorry, I'm doing this. I could not reply a message. But you don't even feel like you feel like they ought to know that you don't owe them a response. Yes, you don't owe them a response. And that's like messed up. Okay, moving on to this one is my best friend's boyfriend an asshole, or am I just being dramatic? Some backstory. My friend came over to see me for the first time since January. You guys, wait, before Joanne continues this story, Joanne is on the boyfriend is an asshole. I mean, personally, I don't even need to read it before I read boyfriend is an asshole. Okay. I say we are pretty close and still very open with each other, even though we don't talk often. I will say I do know in the past I've neglected our friendship, and even though we don't talk or text often, we still make an effort to see each other and catch up. While she was over today, she told me about a new boyfriend, and he raised a few red flags to me. But thinking back on it now, I feel like maybe I'm being dramatic. As she says, she's super happy, and that's just how they are. That they like to jokingly bully each other. I think it's also important to mention that this is her first boyfriend that she originally met on Tinder, and also that it was only supposed to be a hookup. While catching up over the past few days, in some ways she's still my same old best friend, but in others I don't recognize her at all. She started experimenting with drugs, going out to party more often, and has become sexually active. I know everyone changes and experiments, especially around this age, but some of the things she'd mentioned as we caught up were concerning to me, and when she left, I was left with a nagging feeling. So this is some of the red flags that she noticed from the guy, or from both of them. One of the first things she noticed was that her friend had brownish bruised looking spots all over her. on her arm, inner thighs, butt, and some on her legs. She told me that he likes to give her love bites, and I believed her. She also mentioned that at one point he choked her for so long, she became limp and almost passed out.
Why is she saying like as if it's a nice thing though?
Well, the friend,
Yeah, like
she's just trying to explain some of this thing.
no, like the friend now that is explaining what the boyfriend did to her. It's like, oh my god, he almost choked me. You believe it was so nice. I said he almost choked me, he almost killed me or something like that.
She would also not stop talking about him. It was all we talked about the whole time we were together. He's a drug dealer. She says he got the hookups for everything. She jokes about him saying he's a phone slut. That he started to record her during sex, but she dismisses it, saying I was drunk, so I didn't care. Wow. She told me they were talking casually about cheating, and he said, I mean, I wouldn't cheat, but you already know who I cheat with. She responded with Olivia, right? And he replies, hell yes. Olivia is his last girlfriend who he still speaks highly of, saying she's so pretty and intelligent. Right. Okay, she said this one is kind of minor in comparison to the other things, but it has no mention of her on his social media. Okay. Personally, she said, okay, am I being dramatic about this? I honestly feel like I should talk to her about it, or especially since I had the bad gut feeling about it. I'm just scared, as I'm almost certain that if I do, that it will drive a major wedge between us, and that she feel I'm attacking him mostly because she's still head over heels for him. Honestly, all these are very valid red flags, and then this kind of friend, there's a certain person that you know that if I tell this person is going to listen to my advice, and if I don't tell this person, like if I tell the person is going to shout, and person that you are being jealous, this friend is a typical example. Someone going to say, oh, you are jealous of me. I know that you've always been jealous. It's very obvious.
How?
Do you know why it's very obvious? The fact that she is not even consciously aware, even if it's at the back, even if it's at the back of her mind, like that this person is like bad, or like some things he has said, like I don't agree with it or something, like she thinks everything he says is good. That kind of person, even if you tell the person, she will not be, she might, well, the thing is that there's other to say, she might be very angry, she might not be very angry, she might not be dismissive, but this kind of person is never going to like look at you. It like I'm like, oh well, I think what you're saying is true, until maybe something like happens during their relationship.
Even though even though something happened, that guy that you're saying that you say that's the kind of person he is, you know, I can't change him, clinical, blah blah blah, I have to accept him the way he is. I might like to tell him. I always had this issue where sometimes I'll be like, most of my friends, when they're dating somebody, they know this, like 80% of the time I honestly don't approve of person that they are dating with. You don't approve. I don't approve. Right? And sometimes I'll be like, should I tell them or should I not tell them? I mean, sometimes I'll tell them, like, and they will listen. So when they listen, sometimes they'll stand up with that person, and actually it will not go wrong, and sometimes it will end up like going badly. It will end up badly, and then it's like, oh well, Joanne said that she didn't like this guy, and I'm like, yeah, I said, but you know, you've learned your lesson. Yeah, but you know they say you can't tell someone that is in a relationship or someone that is in love advice. Yeah. Give someone an advice. That's true. I feel like as you get older, there should be definitely a way you see the relationship. So if you're dating somebody, you should definitely, I mean, at first, I keep dating someone for 8 years or like for like 2 years, it's different. But if you start dating somebody now, they should definitely be open to seeing things that are wrong about the person, or like, you know, I feel like, I don't know, do you get what I'm saying? Like, if this person, like, if person does something, she be saying like, I don't know if I like this, or I don't know if I like this. Not like everything the person does is like, it doesn't matter if he doesn't. Are you a fool? Anyway, okay. So let's read the last question before we go. Seriously, what is wrong with me? Last story. Seriously, what is wrong with me? Why am I doing this to myself? You can read a bit in my post history, but basically I've been dating this guy for a month, and he's a man child. He lives with his parents, no car, unemployed. Pretty sure he's talking to other girls, but worst of all, he's a dick. Every time we hang out, I pick him up, buy us food and alcohol, and I'm never thanked for it. And then listen to him tell me how awful I am. Last night he came over and it was the worst yet. I'm apparently not loyal because I'm getting divorced. Sorry. Huh? If I try to explain myself, I am not listening and I'm an asshole. I mentioned how my ex isn't helping with the kids, but how I'm used to it because it's always been on me. And apparently I'm arrogant.
Apparently, I talk about ex too much, so I stopped while he talked for an hour about other girls he's fucked. If I talk about myself at all, he tells me how I never listen and I'm terrible to him. So I asked him why he's even here. Apparently, I have potential. He's not even that good in bed, literally. I don't even know why I'm still giving him the time of the day. I feel like total shit today. Maybe I'm the problem. Like, maybe he's right. Like, logically, I know he's an awful person, and it's not me. But it's really fucked me up today. I've never felt so shitty about myself.
Maybe both of them are the assholes. From this story, both of them are the
I don't feel like both of them are the assholes personally. I feel like when you're with, you should never like be with somebody or give somebody the time with somebody that makes you feel less than. Just make you feel like a bad bitch.
The story just sounds
make
very
you feel
one-sided.
I feel like it makes you sound. I feel like to the person, if to the man, he probably feels justified and like feels like his actions are justified. He doesn't want to talk about herself, but he also wants her to listen to him and his past relationship. He doesn't want to talk about her ex in a divorce that is still currently like ongoing, hasn't even been finalized. And this kind of person, she has children. When you are like with someone that has children, has past family, you are going to have to listen and talk about the other family. It is just the part of that. If you're with somebody, you want to like maybe vent your frustration, maybe that your ex-husband just annoyed you, not want to pick the children up today, and you're like, I don't even know what's wrong with that idiot. He doesn't want to pick the child up. Do you get? I feel like the person should be able to listen to your problem. What does potential mean? She that she's a potential girlfriend material, wife material. What nonsense is that? I feel like when you feel like somebody has done something terrible to you, like you feel it so strongly, you should really just take your time and sit down and figure out what the person is wanting. Because once you let the person continue to do that nonsense, your resolve will start to weaken. To where it's like maybe I'm being dramatic, maybe I'm overreacting, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm that bad person. So you just clear the person on say like what she said. Oh, I think this is nice.
I think it's better. But anyway, that girl, the guy is red flag. You carry your load and go.
Yeah.
Like pack your load and go.
At the end of the day, it's also easier saying that. Anyways, let us know your opinions down in the comment section. Yeah, and we post every Thursdays and Sundays. In case you did not notice, I'm letting you know now. So we are done with my hair. Ta-da! And that's the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you can be notified anytime we upload a brand new video. And we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.
I ain't good for you. But I'm bad for you.